Greetings Internet, and welcome back for another Oxleymations presentation. For today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at another food item, only this one is a beverage. So, a few years ago, I think it was actually just last year, year before, I forget, but for those of you who know of the candy Skittles, they came out with a series of popsicles. It was like this big box that you could get of all the different flavors of Skittles just as popsicles. I shouldn't say all the different flavors, but the main flavors. Grape and the rest. But, all the colors were represented. And for whatever reason, this year, the Skittles brand decided to branch out from that to making beverages. I think I've already said, but whatever. So, while my friends and I were walking through Walmart the other day, we were over by I want to say it was the refrigerated section, and on one of those weird little end cap things, they just happened to have a display of these. So, one thing I'll say right off the bat is, unfortunately, I don't have all four of the flavors that are available presently. They're supposed to be able to get, because they were sold out of the sour one. So, for today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at, or a taste of, Skittles Original, Skittles Wild Berry, and Skittles Tropical. So another thing before I get any further than that, I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by the Skittles brand or whoever's their subsidiaries, Mars or their affiliates, or whoever actually, made these bottles. Anyway, I'm yammering at this point. I'm not sponsored by these people, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so, for this video, I'm going to be taking a sip of each of these. Now I'm just talking in circles. Alright. So before we get started, obviously we have to do the datos de nutrition, aka the nutrition facts. And my apologies if I've said that wrong, like every time I've said datos de nutrition. If I have, please someone let me know so I can try and correct it. And if I haven't, then well, good job on me. Pat on the head and all that. Pat on the back. So as for the nutrition facts, they are as follows. The serving size is one bottle, or 414 milliliters, and the amount of calories per your one bottle, 414 milliliter serving are 140. And that's for the tropical. Let's go ahead and take a look at the others real quick. Serving size is the same, 414 milliliters, one bottle, calories are 140. Same for the serving size, one bottle, 414 milliliters, calories are 140. And I can guarantee that the sour ones have the same nutrition facts. If I can find an image of the nutrition facts on the label, I'll throw it in right here. So anyway, if I didn't wind up finding that particular datos de nutrition, then well, I'm just going to look silly sitting there on camera just not doing anything for a few seconds. But if I did find it, there you go. Alright. So, where to begin? Where shall I start? Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Alright, we're going to start with Wild Berry. So, well, before I open it, I want to say I like the purple coloration of that bottle there. It's very nice. But I prefer the coloration on the blue one because for whatever reason I'm just a fan of the color blue. Especially when it comes to foods and stuff. And that's the worst thing. Because, not to get too into detail on this, but I have an issue with blue food coloring where it kind of goes straight through me, and I'll leave it at that. But anyway, I like that coloration there. The red one's okay. The blue one would definitely be my number one, visually speaking, if it were just a shade or two darker. Like that, what was it? That blue Pepsi that I had not too long ago. That stuff looked awesome. It tasted pretty good too, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Skittles stuff. So like I said, we're going to start with the purple one. So let's go. as per the usual, we pop the top and we take a whiff. It smells like berries. I'll give them that. It smells like berries. So, to your health, everyone. Whew, that's sweet. Whew. This is the antithesis of NyQuil. This is like if NyQuil were really good. Unfortunately, there is one thing about it that I'm not 100% sold on. If you guys have ever had those powdered drink mixes, how they have that kind of weird aftertaste, it almost tastes like it's got artificial sweetener in it. Hold on, let me look. Filtered water, sugar apple juice from concentrate, natural flavors, L-malcin acid, pectin, fruit and vegetable juice for color, citric acid, sucralose, preservative, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, acetylsulfame potassium, blue number 1. Okay. So apparently it doesn't actually have artificial flavor, sweetener in it, but it has that kind of weird aftertaste. Okay. So now to move directly on from that one, we've got 2 more flavors to go, because I couldn't find the sour one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch tiger by so if I was go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, my mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Okay. Original flavor, also known as red flavor. Let's see. Crack the top. It's almost got a fruit punch kind of aroma. It's like fruit punch but heavily cherry. It's hard to pinpoint, but it smells like if you just freshly opened a bag of Skittles, that's what it smells like. Alright, anyway, enough of my nonsense. To you folks out there. That one's strong. Whew. It's strong in a good way. It's not like when someone takes a sip of whiskey and goes like smooth. It's hold on. Yeah, it tastes like Skittles. That's the best way I can think of to describe it. It tastes like if you took the essence of Skittle and you somehow turned it into a liquid. But unfortunately, it also still kind of has that same odd aftertaste that this one did, like if you made this from a powder. One more. Wow. That one really wakes up your taste buds. I will say that right now. Now we're on to the tropical Skittles. Alright. Oh, that one did not want to open. Okay. Stop. Good job. So here we go. It smells like mango. Right off the bat, as soon as I caught whiff of that. It's like mango and pineapple mixed a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's definitely what it smells like. So, to your health, everyone, as with the other 2. Okay. So the mango in this definitely helps cover up that, helps mask that odd flavor the other 2 were experiencing. it's not bad. It's a little bit to adjust to it, especially after just having had, you know, the wild berry and the regular Skittles. But it's tolerable. And one thing I will say, I just took a look at the sugars on these, and that would kind of explain why I'm starting to feel kind of silly. Each one of these 414 milliliter little bottles contain 32 grams of sugar. Just double checking myself that they all read the same. And they include 31 added sugars. So the regular total sugars is 32 grams, including the 31 grams of added sugars. So it's 62% of this drink is sugar. That would explain things. That would explain why I'm starting to feel a little giggly. Because, goodness gravy, I almost swore just now. That is a lot of sugar. Alright. So when it comes to these things, I want to give a full judgment, but like I said, unfortunately I don't have the sour one here. But for what I have here, of these 3 out of the 4, which one would I recommend? I want to say I would recommend original flavor. Because, I mean, that is fairly good. None of these are perfect, unfortunately. Like I said, they've got that weird powdered drink artificial sweetener flavor going on. I'm trying so hard not to burst out laughing right now. Might also partly be because of the red 40 in this one. Because that's another unfortunate issue I have, is if I have something with too much red 40 in it, it basically acts like Joker venom and I cannot stop freaking laughing. Actually, on that note, let me take a look. Well, I do recommend original flavor. As for a second runner-up, I would honestly go with the tropical, because wild berry is okay, but that one just has way too much of the artificial flavor at the end. But now onto the thing I was going to look at. Because I'm sure this contains red 40. If it doesn't, yeah, there it is. Red 40. I know it's weird that I'm looking at this one looking for red 40, but sometimes blue has red in it. Don't ask me why, but it does. Now this is blue number 1. Now this one's got to have red 40 in it, otherwise... let's see. Citric acid, sucralose, preservative, sodium benzoate. Is that a... This only has blue number 1 in it. It doesn't list red 40, it says blue number 1. I'm going to call a little bit of BS on that, because how do you get purple? Red and blue. Red and blue makes purple. So if there's no red in this, then why is it purple? Anyway, yeah, so like I said, I recommend the original. Second runner-up would be tropical, because the mango in this helps cover up that artificial sweetener flavor. Wild berry, this one, I would honestly skip getting this one again, just because of that flavor. And now, to cap this off, to be exceptionally estupado, I'm going to mix all 3 of these in this cup, which is the reason why it's been sitting here politely this whole time. So, first of all, we're going to do a little science experiment to prove what we already know, that red and blue makes purple. So we're going to start off with some tropical Skittles flavor. I'm going to play Dr. Dreadful for a second here. And then we're going to add some blue. We're going to add some red to it. Like so. And gosh and Bagora, would you look at that? Apparently, I just made a cup of wild berry. Only it's a bit darker. The ratios are off. And now we add the wild berry Skittles flavor. And oh my god, would you look at that? The color didn't even freaking change. It is still purple. Isn't that amazing, folks? So now then, to your health, everyone. And hopefully mine continues to hold out with doing all this nonsense. Here we go. That is a strange combination of flavors. It's like my tongue can't make up its mind. It's like the very first flavor right off the bat. Mango from this. It's like, pow! And then suddenly, in comes wild berry. And the two are just like mingling for a bit. And then they just kind of drop off. And then it's Skittles original. And then it's kind of back and forth between these two again. Until it all just kind of fades out into the same weird, artificially flavored flavor. I'm going to take another sip and see if that changes. I doubt it, but let's see. Nope, same experience. There's the mango. Here comes the wild berry. And then slowly rising up, there comes original. I thought of what that odd flavor is that I keep getting in the aftertaste of. If you ever had multivitamins, the stupid little chewy Flintstones kids vitamins or whatever, the aftertaste is giving me fruity vitamin. I don't hate it, but I wish it didn't. So now I'm going to finish this off, and then I'm going to finish off the video. So one more. Okay. I just want to thank you all so very much for tuning in and watching my content. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. If you like what you've seen here today, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to be notified of future uploads if you are subscribed. You'll be glad you did. And also, if you'd like to help support the channel, feel free to go to Oxleymations on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/Oxleymations to get yourself signed up. At the $5 tier, which is the only tier presently, you get to see bloopers, outtakes, and some videos that I actually didn't deem worthy for YouTube. They're not great, but they're there. I'm planning on putting a couple of the scripts for the videos that I've done in the past on there, like the big movie reviews and stuff. Maybe a couple for stuff that didn't actually get uploaded. And also, at the $5 tier, you also get put on the credit roll at the end of my videos. So far there's only one person, but hopefully that changes soon. And with all of that out of the way, before I go vibrating off into the next dimension because all that sugar, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.